Alright. It is very obviously New Year's. This is probably not going to focus on it because I've had problems with this camera focusing on things tonight. Yeah, I can't hope for that. But whatever the case may be, it's New Year's. That is the Stereo Dust Particles New Year's Bash. And it is something of a New Year's tradition for me, myself and I, to set off clock radios at midnight. Pay no mind to that pile of crap there, I have to deal with it. And I will deal with it in a couple minutes. Well, actually, probably not. I'll probably deal with it after midnight, when I actually need it. But this year, we are taking that tradition, and we are bringing it to a whole new level. I think, as you can clearly see, I've gone overboard with clock radios. They are everywhere, and that's not even all of them. Look at that. And yes, I am even going to set that one off. Some of these I'm a little concerned about them not going off. Oh, it wasn't manual focus. That is probably why it's not focusing. Let's try that again. See if we can get that to focus on it being New Year's. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. And the Stereo Dust Particles New Year's Bash. Oh boy, which ones are not going off? I can only think of a couple off the top of my head. That one doesn't have an alarm. I don't know if that one's going to go off. I'm a little hesitant about that one. That one might not go off. And I don't think there's any others that won't. I think all the others are set to go off. The only other one I can think of that may potentially not go off is that one over there, which doesn't have its own video yet, I discovered. So I'll have to do that at some point. But it may not go off because it's a little fidgety about sounding anyways. So here's what I'm going to do. I got this camera here that I'm going to start and record on. I've got this camera here that's actually pointed at that one. That camera, I've got the Sony camera that's sitting over there, and then this one is going to probably be sitting on top of all of this once I move all of the bed sheets off of this. Alright. Oh yeah, that one's not going to go off. I don't think it's got an alarm though. And that one does not have an alarm over there, at least not that I can tell. And that one on the wall is not going to go off because I do not want to take that off the wall to silence it. That's just ridiculous. So we're not going to do that. Okay, I think we get the point. All of these are going to go off. Slight change of plan. That one will be there instead because the other one ran out of storage space and I don't feel like dealing with it. So. significantly quieter up here. Some of these are running at a very high pitch. Oh, I just turn on a sleep timer. Shut up. That one's not even on. I'm gonna turn that turned off. Radio off. Alright, now I gotta go around and figure out how many of them are going off. Oh dear. Oh, that sucked. Not my best plan ever. You can't even probably hear half of them. Okay, how many are still going off? This one's still going off. I'm gonna check and see. Those ones are done. That's off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Off. That's not on. I don't think all of them went off. 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 many of them are going off. Oh dear. Oh, that sucked. Not my best plan ever. You can't even probably hear half of them. Okay, how many are still going off? This one's still going off. I'm gonna check and see. Those ones are done. That's off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Off. That's not on. I don't think all of them went off. 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 that level taken care of. It's significantly quieter up here. Some of these are running at a very high pitch. Oh, I just turned on a sleep timer. Shut up. That one's not even on. That one's turn off. Radio off. Alright, now I gotta go around and figure out how many of them are going off. Oh dear. Oh, that sucked. Not my best plan ever. You can't even probably hear half of them. How many are still going off? This one's still going off. Gotta check and see. Those ones are done. That's off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Off. That's not on. I don't think all of them went off. 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 We got a couple more going off here. I don't know what happened, why they're going off. Okay, you can shut up. Off. I don't know what the other one is that's going off. Oops. So that's off now. Okay, now we're in the aftermath phase, and this is the part where things get interesting, because I've got to put the studio all back together, because I unplugged all the stuff in the studio. Got to import all the footage from the cameras, and I got to put those clocks all away. And maybe even get a headway on cleaning some of the junk that's at the end of the bed off. I don't think I'm going to bother, though. I think I'm too lazy for that. Don't know if I'm going to be getting any sleep tonight, whether it's clean or not. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't think I'm going to even try and top that next year. Because as fun and amusing as that was a pain to try and silence. Fortunately, 90% of it, or at least most of the really loud noise, was on the UPS. I don't think all the clocks went off. I think there were a couple of them that were stragglers that didn't go off. But I believe that one up there may have. I think when I went over to it and I pushed the snooze button, it actually did something. So, there you go. Like I suspected, that one up there I know didn't sound because it didn't shut up when I didn't hear a lack of noise or a stoppage of noise when I turned that one off. So that one didn't sound. I have to look into why that didn't sound. So, well, anyways, I think that was fun. I think everybody will enjoy the footage. So, that's it. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. Here's to a prosperous 2017 on the CP666 YouTube channel of awesomeness or stupidity, such as the case may be. And until the next video, folks, happy trails.